Hello again, I'm Coyote Jack, and look at this. So, we're going back on topic, and look, Pokemon once again the only exploitable cash cow that Nintendo is going to be milking with all their titles with no changes at all. Yeah, and they're still going to charge a lot of money, man. So they want $40 for two Game Boy Advance ports. So yeah, they are selling those separately, and well, even the Nintendos are getting pissed because they're looking at, oh well, so look at this. So subscribers for the Switch Online and expansion pack are in for a disappointment. Through instead of releasing Fire Red and Leaf Green as part of the Switch Online Game Boy Advance collection, Nintendo will release both titles as standalone purchases that will run $20 apiece. So this means that players without a subscription will be able to buy and play the games, but given how few Game Boy Advance games are available for the Switch Online service and how infrequently new ones are released. So even I have to say, so they are finally selling ports, but they're selling ports of the old stuff with no changes, but at an overpriced amount of money. And yeah, they are telling them, oh yeah, sorry, you Switch Online subscribers because you already fell for the trap of not owning those older video games because you are playing them in the fucking cloud. Yeah, so you want to get those extra? Give us more money. So well, look at this. The Fire Red of Leaf Green ports will both support local wireless multiplayer throughout not online multiplayer, and the announcement originally said that the support for Pokemon Home, the repository service that stores creatures for multiple Pokemon games, will be coming quote unquote soon, but that note has since been removed. we, we will still assume that players will eventually be able to use Home to import their Fire Red and Leaf Green rosters to newer games in the series. Ah man, and you know they're going to charge money for that. Man. Oh well, and yeah, they're bringing the local multiplayer features, and they're announcing them. But you know, fucking emulators had that shit for years. And even I was looking at this, man. So yeah, Nintendo tells Pokemon Card Shop to change its name after robbery. So Manhattan Shop, the Poke Court is now known as the Trainer Court. So after the New York City Pokemon card store, the Pokecore was robbed at gunpoint. Look at this, man. They're using AI for fixing the typos. Come on. Was robbed. All gold glued here. Well, anyway, at gunpoint of more than $100,000 in merchandise, Nintendo has asked the store to change its name. On Instagram, the shop formerly known as the Pokecore announced it has rebranded as the Trainer Court, along with a refreshed logo. In the caption, the owner shared that Nintendo reached out to us with concerns about our name and logo. This means we are evolving. The same thing, same ridiculous hit rate, and sometimes even great things coming in your way. So yes, Trainer Core, they changed the logo. So let me get this one straight. This this shop got robbed, and Pokemon instead of calming down their fucking tits for once, they told them, I know you're having a difficult time, but if you don't remove this, like right now, you are going to get into deeper trouble. Honey, man. And look, even other people are actually pointed out, like, look at this. So this, I was looking at this post in Spanish, and even I'm going to give you the translation here. They asked me what would have been better than a Pokemon ROM. Konami released, for the same price, a pack of 3 Nintendo DS games that included a brand new version of Haunted Castle for the arcade, with quality of life improvements, versions in different language, online services, and extra modes. So yeah, and I know Konami, you know, probably even some of those sports have censorship at this point. I don't care, but something that even people have pointed out with this reality check. So Nintendo managed to make Konami and Capcom too, because they were using Capcom as an example for their censored ports, but they still added some degree of content. It's because they're realizing, yeah, Nintendo is that fucking lazy. It's that fucking greedy. Oh man. And look at this. Nintendo says latest legal win against piracy, quote unquote, significant for entire games industry. So file sharing side beating and after long running battle. So yeah, while they are pushing for the most greedy aspects of their older games, re-releasing ports are making it uncomfortable to you to get them. But yeah, through years, piracy didn't have problems, and this doesn't fix the issue because they're still going to get another one and another one side, but it's going to get more and more underground. So of course they are going to make articles defending them, and look at this. Nintendo has trumped it its latest legal success in the company's ongoing fight against pirated games as quote unquote significant not only for itself and quote unquote for the entire gaming industry. Yeah, yes, saying in for the entire gaming industry, erasing access. You have games that they're not even going to have a port in the future because either the developers companies got shut down or they have licensing problems. For example, Need for Speed games, the older ones that got delisted a long time ago, they're not going to be re-released ever again, primarily because they are using car brand models that probably even those car manufacturers will not allow to be showcased again because my PR statements and most importantly the licensing. So yeah, that's a play, and saying yeah it's a victory for the gaming industry, and it's a victory for Nintendo in to keep helping themselves more ghoulish as they already are. So the Mario Maker today confirmed it had won a final victory over French file-sharing company DStorage, which updates the website onefeature.com following years of legal wrangling and repeated appeals. Do you know what is going to happen? So you can take one side down. The moment people share torrents, it's game over for this company. They cannot sue anyone individually, and even if they try, it's going to waste them even more money. Unless they don't fucking care at that point. So Nintendo's victory means European file-sharing companies must now remove illegal copies of games when asked to do so, or be held accountable and could have potentially sizable fines as punishment. So in 2021, the Judicial Court of Paris ordered the storage pay Nintendo 935,000 euros or 773 pounds in damages after it was found to be hosting pirate games. The storage launched an appeal which then failed in 2023 and was ordered to pay Nintendo further costs. So, but the case didn't end there. The storage finally took the matter to the highest French judiciary court. Ah man, but yeah, the fucking French. Where it argued that the specific court order was required before it needed to remove content from its hosting services. The bid has also now failed, ending the long-running matter for good. So look at this. Nintendo is pleased with the court's finding of liability against the storage. Yeah, they always pleased when they stomped on the ones that offer you a better service and they care more for the older stuff than what you do. And you only care when you want to make money out of it, an overinflated amount of money, inflated prices, and no fucking value at all. They are digital ports, man, of physical cartridges. Come on, what are they doing? But yeah, this is also from their long-running crusade against both runs and emulators. But look at this, Nintendo issues DMC attendance on more Switch emulators. So the remaining in existence decided to just cut them off. So the notice is targeting the GitHub pages of at least 13 different Switch emulators. So, even if they are continued to use route, even when emulators per se, their existence itself serves for preservation. And remember, in the past, Sony actually sued a company for using emulators, but guess what? They won because around that time the courts actually ruled out that those emulators are actually for preservation, and the ROMs is one thing. And yes, this fucking company always claims that, yeah, but the emulators you're using our technology. Surprise, dude! They bought your shit and they were using it in the way they wanted. And yeah, if you want to keep claiming piracy is hurting you so fucking bad, look at the money Nintendo has done over the course of the years. Look at the money the PC market has done over the course of the years. All the money they gain, and PC has higher levels of piracy. Well, but these corporations that they dumping on DRMs, they are the only ones losing. At least the gamer has options. So yeah, to look at this. Now, it's initially noted by a Reddit user Deval, Nintendo has submitted another DMCA notice to GitHub requesting that it take down the repository still containing Yuzu, as well as those containing at least 12 other Switch emulators. So, even this is not going to stop them. They are just going to simply keep forking it and forking it over and over again. Look at this: NX, Melon X, Pine, Pomelo, Rubin, Ryujik, Skyline, Sudachi, Sumi, Suyu, all the derivative names. And they're just going to stop using GitHub and move to other platforms. And if they are actually going to play it smart, they're just simply go and work on this behind the scenes, because, yeah, Nintendo is too focused on doing this protection despite emulators by default. There were laws protecting them, but looks like Nintendo is the only one that can bend that shit over. Well, anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching, and please take care.